What it do, everybody? It's your boy King Crowder checking back in with another edition of a book review that you need to add to your collection and a book review you need to add to your title. This one is centered for the ladies. It's from one of my favorite authors, Shahrazad Ali, and this book is actually titled The Black Woman's Guide to Understanding the Black Man by Queen Ali. I love to read things from multiple perspectives, and this view was centered around women understanding men who do not have fathers in their lives, and they want to go into what plights and what issues that arise from our vantage point. She's a great author because in 3 things in this book that she points out that I never thought of before was how most black men, especially the millennial generation or Generation X, have identity crises. What I mean by that is that the lack of history that we know or understand is very pervasive. If you ask the average black male, educated or not, about most black historical events, they're unaware of them. If you ask them to go over convict leasing, urban renewal, or the Eisenhower Interstate Highway Plan, most have no idea of it. Most do not know the cultural influence that we are. Most do not know the major impact that most black men have in American society. Most have no structural idea of who they are as a person. The reason why that's such a powerful thing is because from a woman's point of view, if I have no knowledge or interaction of who I am, how can I expect for you to lead a family? From a man, I really began to empathize with that because I've ran across so many men across so many age spectrum that lack the cultural and leadership component that they must have. I will say that's a big thing. The second thing that I understood that was really important thing is how much emphasis we put on appearance. I do understand why looking good is something that is really prominent in our communities, but I never knew how much that the appearance mantra is so forced upon what is worthy and what is valuable. Me, I come from a very small town, a small family, and we didn't grow up with a lot of money. I never saw the value in fancy things. But being in a metropolitan city like Houston that I currently reside in, I can definitely see the difference in young men or men my age and how they dress and how they carry themselves. The overemphasis on appearance is very strong. It's kind of interesting to see, but I can say as a woman, the expectation to how I may dress and how they appear, they see a guy how they're supposed to dress is very different. I'm a very minimalist, low maintenance guy. Most men who are very flashy are perceived as more valuable in imagery and appearance. And we overemphasize the jewelry, the cool factor, the sneakers and the hair. And the basic and low maintenance guys simply get overlooked tremendously more. This was an eye-opening opinion because I never thought about why that matters so much in relationship and regarding women. That is a big factor. If you don't have that swagger, that cool appearance, you will not get the love as somebody who does. A very important factor. The last thing I really noticed, especially dealing with and talking to women that I can say around my realm, I have a lot of college-educated women that I deal with. And the placement on education is truly alarming to me. I never thought about it as much, but I'm the first person in my family that has any post-secondary education as a man. I come from a blue-collar kind of family, right? Dad is a blue-collar, brothers are blue-collars. So it never placed a value on me, the importance of education. But what I'm learning is that the most women who are educated, who went to college, that doesn't mean educated as far as self-educated, they place so much emphasis on you must have went to college. To me, it's kind of pointless because you cannot judge someone based on what they did with their education. The self-education and the sophistication matters so much more. But I see that women that are fit that educated realm place so much emphasis on that. And the reason why that is because that is how most of them view what success is. Not the leadership, not the understanding, and not how they carry themselves. It is the appearance of he's educated, he means more. Not his value on what he's doing, but this means more to me and what I need. Very interesting factor and a very credible to learn. The last thing that I really had my kind of pushback to Queen Ali about was the religious factor. I do think in my generation, specifically millennials, late Gen Xers, the religion component is not as strong in my community because I've read the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran, all three. And most people do not actively practice the religion. I believe that some people have a spirituality component to them, but I don't know many people who actively practice, believe, and have a strong faith as religion. And Queen Ali points that out, that we have sort of a new age view of that concept, but we don't understand how much more in depth that matters in terms of Black man and our leadership component. It is very much a relationship novel, breaking down and decoding how most men in American society are in a new age way of thinking. There are some misses in this book as far as teenage males and the leadership component. I feel like it's a little bit outdated, but her overall concept and constraint on what she feels like that we need to understand as far as relationship with men is truly understated a lot. Most women truly have no component. Most women truly have no prior dialogue. And as much as I sympathize with it, most women do not have a strong male's presence to have this is what a man is supposed to do. This is what you can expect. So the fantasy notion is appeared to visualize as reality when it's not true. Queen Ali breaks down three things I never thought about. That money should not be in the top 5 decision when decision a man. It should be leadership, his honesty, his trustworthiness, his relationship with God, and his vision. Money should not even be in a category, because if he has those components, the rest will come. But if you meet most women today and how they view men, money is usually number one. Queen Ali dropped some gems in this, y'all. I would definitely add this to the collection. Both men and women need to read this. It is a tremendous read and a tremendous get. Again, the book is titled The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. Shahrazad Ali, one another gem. Chime in, baby. Tell me what you think.